going on, y'all? How's everybody been doing? So if you missed my last video, where I talked about should you give a 2-week notice in trucking, I stated, my opinion on it. Let me know yours, and if you haven't seen that video, I'll link it in the description. And make sure y'all liking the video. What's up with y'all watching and not liking? What's up with that? Give me the freebies. Make sure you're liking, give me your comments, and subscribe. It's free. It costs nothing to you. So we're going to talk about how to go about doing it. And this applies, if you are on the OTR side of trucking, And I'm sure you guys have heard the horror stories, heard of drivers, getting fired and then being stranded. So don't worry, I got you. I got you. So the way you want to, let me first mention, let me go ahead and just say this, guys, because I know I didn't say it in the original video, but under no circumstances do I recommend you guys ever abandon the truck or abandon a load. If you want to quit, go about it the right way. But again, do not, and I repeat, do not just abandon the truck or abandon a load. Whether you give a 2-week notice or not, understand, some of these companies, they might try you with your last paycheck. They might, pay you in full. If they're a good, respectable company, they'll give you, what you worked for. Some of these companies, they might try you and play with your last check. Some of them may not even give you your check at all, So understand that that's a possibility when you leave. And that's with any company. How you go about getting your money, that's up to you. I won't say on camera what to do, but that's up to you how you go about that. So let's talk about what to do. As I said in the last video, I don't believe in giving a 2-week notice. That's just me personally. So if you know you want to leave, here's what you need to do. First, take your home time. Take your home time. Make sure you received your last check. Trucker D, why do I need to take my home time? Well, it's quite simple. So you can clean your truck out, because, when you drive, I don't drive OTR anymore, guys, just for the new people that's watching. When you drive over the road, you'll be surprised how much stuff you accumulate in a truck. You have mattress if you decide to buy a mattress. You have microwave, refrigerator, TV, clothes. It's a lot of stuff, you will accumulate. So just imagine, having to figure out a way to get that stuff back home. So that's why I said, take your home time, clean it out, pack a duffel bag. If you know you want to go to another carrier, pack a duffel bag, pack enough stuff to get you through. While you're at home, stay with me, y'all. While you're at home, call the company, that you're interested in going to. Go through the process. And, like I said, when you're OTR, in most cases, you just speak to the recruiter. As long as you can answer the questions and as long as you meet the basic qualifications, they're going to get you in somebody's orientation. So here's what you do. You're on your home time. Cleared out the truck. You're on the phone with your next carrier. They're probably going to ask you, when can you start? Okay? So let's just say it's a weekend, you're on your home time. They say, oh, we can get you in orientation next week. Okay. So you come back from your home time, tell your company, tell them, you need to come to the yard for X, Y, and Z reasons, or tell them, you're interested in maybe leasing or becoming a trainer, Trucker D. Why do I want to tell them that? Because when you tell them that, 9 times out of 10, they're going to route you back to that yard so that they can rip you off with the lease program or get you a student. When you get there, that's when you flip the script, hand in the keys and go about your way. Now, the way I did it back when I drove OTR, like 4 years ago or so, the way I did it is, I took my home time, cleared out the truck. I already knew I was leaving. I told the company I was with Stevens at the time back then. I told them, yes, I want to take another student. When they heard that, They got excited when they heard that. So when I came off of home time, you know, they immediately routed me back to Dallas, and I'm living in Florida. They routed me, you know, obviously I had to take a load. Routed me to Dallas. My load unfortunately had 3 stops, but I told them, I'm like, listen, I was so early, I basically just dropped the load. It was gonna get repowered. We'll say that. It got repowered. I turned in the keys, signed what little forms I needed to sign. Guys, I literally took an Uber from the Stevens Yard to the next carrier. Just like that. Yeah, that's why I said just pack a small duffel bag. Now, how you protect yourself? Okay. You want to make sure that you clean the truck. Now, I'm not saying you have to get the truck detailed, you know. Basically, you want to leave the truck how you found it, you know. Clean up your trash, you know, do the right thing. Clean out your truck. You know, take pictures, you know. Take pictures of that truck from the front bumper to the mud flaps. Left side, right side. Take a picture of everything. Take a video of the interior. Why do you want to do this? Stay with me. That way they can't say that, oh, you damaged something, or that way they don't, because they're gonna, some of these companies, you know, they're gonna try to get you with something. They're gonna try to say, oh, you did this, oh, you did that. That's why you have it documented, you know. So yeah, that's how I would go about doing it. Now, let me switch gears real quick. I know it's off topic. If you're like in your training phase, well, you always, this is, never mind. If you're any driver in your OTR, you always need to keep a credit card with you. Reason being is you never know when they're gonna let you go, and you want to make sure you have a way to get home, because 9 times out of 10, they're not paying for you to get home. Understand that. You know, when they're ready to fire you, they're not gonna let you go home first to clean that truck. No, they want that truck. So let's say you're in Pennsylvania, okay? And let's say the company you run for is based out of Texas, okay? Stay with me. And let's just say they send you to Texas, and let's just say you live in Washington State. They're not gonna pay for you to get from Texas back to Washington. And keep in mind, you have all that stuff in your truck. So keep a credit card. That way you can pay to get yourself home. All right, y'all. Let me know what you think. Let's catch y'all on the next one.